Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The time is 10 to midnight and the date is 13th of August 2013. I would like to let you know about a little bit of the things that are happening. As I said, I'm receiving a lot of threats from different people. Anywhere I go, I'm followed. Many people are, many psychologists, police officers, and different people come and sit down and talk to you. For instance, today I was at the swimming pool, the sauna, and somebody comes every time. I mean, literally everybody around you that come and speak to you are some of them. They're trying to see what you're trying to get out of these, what you want to do. You should give up fighting. As much as you're fighting, you'll never get your life back. I'm also hearing about the many of witnesses that are coming, going to be coming to the court in order to lie. I'm hearing the people that were pretending they be helping you. They actually showing their true face now and say, "Oh, you misunderstood us. We were not gonna help you this way. We meant this way." It says that on the Bible, for example. "Oh, you misunderstood. This is not how we're gonna help. That's how we're gonna help." Ladies and gentlemen, I am getting tortured literally by the judges. Uh, this whole thing, they're trying very hard to get me out of the country. Certain conversations I had by certain people, which I'm not going to be able to say by the time I go to the court, torture him until the point, and then he's gonna give up. We're gonna offer him this and that. He's gonna keep his mouth shut. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. Or we give him something. We send him back home. There are people ready. They have his family. They're gonna go there. They will recover this from him. They do that. They do this. I cannot clearly say about the things that are happening. Otherwise, the people who are mentioning these things, they know I'm aware of it. The people, somebody tells me even somebody in the parliament says we should even kill him and bury him in the coffin and send him to his nation before the hearing starts. They're talking about many voice records, and as I saw previously mentioned this in my previous videos about the fake CCTVs that they have, about the fake voice recording. They try to make up with the computers. They record your voice. There are certain programs they have. They put your voice, and then they can set up a conversation with your voice, and then they can say this is what he said. There would also be a witness to in the court to say yes, and they literally torture you. People come into you, ask you to leave the country. They really allow you to leave the country. There they will be able to kill you and finish the whole thing, as you do not come under the responsibility, and then they can blame it on anyone. You are under 24/7 tortured. The people from the government have their hands on this money. This money plus much more that was paid on the previous court, and the money which was going to be paid on the next court is already to be paid to the people to come and lie, to share between the people who comes and lie, who and this is not an investigation, this is tricking. People come and trick you in order to say certain things. They want you to say certain things and they try to use that against you. Sometimes I talk to them and try to see what they are, in order to suss them out, to see who they are, what they want, what they do. And they try to manipulate you. Like, for instance, somebody today were telling me you should not fight this problem, you should walk around it, you should forget the whole thing. These people are a lot stronger than you are. Who you are, who they are, you're never gonna see this, you're never gonna see that. And the people in the investigation, literally all of them are aware of this money, aware of the security services, and there are trained professionals who have time to work with the barristers and people from the behind the scene and the judges. Um, and this whole thing is a professional setup by the entire government. This is a torture, it's not an investigation. What part of an investigation this is? I mean, what are they trying to investigate? UK government say this. There has never been MI5, there has never been UKBA, there has never been police. Nobody ever followed you in the street and follows you in the street. There is no court to come. There has never been a court. There are absolutely no allegations about you in the Home Office, no allegations about you to the police. You have a psychological problem. You don't have a sexual problem. There are no evidence of it. You have a psychological problem, but when you ask, okay, you have a psychological, give me information in regards to the psychological problem. There are no information about the psychological problems, they say. So no organization helps you out. People who have promised you to, they will help you, they all lied. I mean, every single one of them were liars. There were people to take advantage from you. Certain evidence in regards to that would be provided to the court. In regards to the case was extended for 6 months due to the reasons that I was not willing to sign certain paperwork to not to go to the court. They go to the court, and they because Jesus wants it like that, and I did not want to forget this money and bribe it as give it as a bribe to the judges or other people, or I had to forget this money as my tithes and offerings because I was worshipping devil. And certain videos they show me online to, okay, whoever doesn't pay their tithes and offerings, they go to hell and they be suffering the most. And every trick, ladies and gentlemen, you imagine I am going through. This is happening purely by the judges, people that are investigating these barristers and certain ministers. And I'll be honest with you, literally every single one of them are involved. I mean, I don't know what to say about this matter, but I have no idea. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna be keep fighting. They can bring as many false witnesses and false evidence that they like in the court, and at the right time, I'll be able to prove the all lies and all false witnesses and false evidence and all the rest of it, for millions of reasons, not just one or two. These are the things I'm hearing. You always get disturbed by people around you. People take a piece out of you, take a mick out of you, because Jesus likes it like that. That's what they say. I don't know. The way you're getting tortured, ladies and gentlemen, is beyond explanation. The way you are getting tortured is at the most barbaric way, and is happening by the judges. I had time to time asked for the entire judges in this case to be removed totally from this case. They must be removed immediately. And even if this case would be dealt with by the European Court of Law, and the judges would be allocated by the European Court of Law, and the entire jury, if there is a jury, must be removed from this case, and only the jury that has been through the torture previously, and they know how the secret services operate, must be as a jury in this case. And the whole thing is a fake. The psychologists belong to them. They pay everybody. They pay that much to that one, that much to that one, that much, as much as millions of pounds, coming all the way down to thousands of pounds. I mean, when you have spending all that money and all the other thing and torturing and tricking people, this is not simply a investigation. And all the rest of it, ladies and gentlemen. So I am currently under a torture in the most horrifying way. But I have faith in God, and I always have hope, and I know the truth will never stay hidden. And as we say, sun doesn't always stay behind the clouds. But the way I'm getting tortured, there would be a day that I'll be telling to the courts all these things are happening. And the other things that are happening by the SUCA, Serious Organized Crime Agency, the things are covering ups that are happening by them, the covering ups that are happening by the police, and the torture by the police that are happening. And the secret services and all the rest of the government agencies. There is a foreigner here, according to the Secretary of State, These judges must not consider these people human rights, and they should torture them. That's what she said. She went to the parliament attacking the judges. It's not what I say. It's not a psychology. You can see it on the internet. So there is a fucking foreigner here with no human rights, with millions of pounds of money that has been previously paid out to the mafia, recovered by Suka, is at the different organized, different agency, different court that keeps the money now. They don't give me a detail of it. That money is to be shared. People who are investigating this matter and judges. Judges have a total hand on that money and they don't want to let it go. Judges want that money. The other people, mafia, and as I said, they are cooperating with the people who are originally getting paid for that money and the things they do. Judges are directly supervising the torture and harassment of my family in a different country as well, and this is disgusting, and I'm sure they're going to be bringing some paperwork to legalize it at the court on, and many other things. Everything they do, there is some bullshit act to legalize what they are doing. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's happening at the moment, and I'm still hanging on. And have a good night. I have faith in the real God, not the MI5 Jesus, not the MI5 God, not the people, religious people who clearly work for secret services and they're willing to do anything for money. They pretend they're religious, but all of it, they do anything for money. Money, ladies and gentlemen, everybody has a price. It does not matter who you are, what you do, whether you're a judge, whether you're a pastor, whether you're a religious leader, you're a police officer. Everybody has the price, and secret services are literally paying everybody. I mean, I don't think there is even one person who have not been paid, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.